Breaking news, Nigerians. Tensions as Fubara's fashion moves to take over Rivers PDP from Nyesom Wike. It's happening, my country people. These are interesting times in Rivers, and yes, we've been seeing a lot of interesting events, also controversial events that are not new to us. But then we don't know when this will end in Rivers. Nobody knows the end of this battle. I feel this is just the beginning. Just recently, we saw how some pro Wike's fashion of the PDP ESCOs held meetings, and they insisted that the Chukwuemeka Aaron-led PDP ESCO committee are the ones that are legally recognized in the state. In fact, they are the authentic ESCOs. Despite the court orders, they tagged the orders from the court as a kangaroo judgment, and they even held a press conference. They held a press conference, a meeting where they discussed and also strategized on how they will cripple Governor Fubara's structures in the state, insisting that Wike is the authentic, supreme, supernatural ruler in the state. Yes, my country people, they even went to an extent of saying Wike is the supernatural ruler in the state. Yes, my country people. So now the Wike's camp, has warned that any attempt by the Fubara's camp to take the party is tantamount to crisis. They tagged Wike as the spiritual leader of the PDP in Rivers State. And the Governor Fubara's fashion, they are not just going to sit back and watch as the pro-Wike group take over, their structures. And they've gone ahead to take over the PDP secretariat along Aba Road in Port Harcourt. Now, they seem to be a major showdown. These guys are clashing, and to some extent, the police had to occupy the PDP secretariat in Rivers State, Port Harcourt. Yes, the police had to occupy because the police actions followed the moves by both the Aaron Chukwuemeka-led executive loyal to Nyesom Wike and the Robinson Ewo-led executive loyal to Governor Fubara to resume at the party secretariat. The State High Court, presided over by Justice Stephen Jumbo in a ruling on interlocutory injunction sought by Edwin Woko and three others, restrained this Chukwuemeka Aaron and other persons from parading themselves as executive members of the PDP in the state. But you see, because they are Wike's gang, they said no, they are going to challenge that judgment in the appeal courts. In fact, they are going to appeal against the judgment. So Wako and three others and all PDP members challenged the Congress that produced Chukwuemeka's executive committee, arguing that the Congress conducted between July and August 2024 violated an existing court order, rendering that particular ESCO meeting null and void. In fact, they tagged it illegal. So the State High Court, presided over by Justice Charles Willie on July 20th, 2024, had stopped the PDP from going ahead with the Congress. But in deference, the Wike-led faction of the party held the Congress. They said they are the owners of PDP in Rivers State. So they went ahead and they held that Congress on July 27th and August 10th and August 31st without Governor Fubara's fashion's participation. And this has brought about crisis in the state. And we all know that this crisis did not start now. This crisis started back in 2023 when those pro-Wike lawmakers tried to impeach Governor Fubara, but unfortunately for them, they failed. And Governor Fubara, being so merciful back then, I guess he now knows that to rule, you have to be fierce. You don't have to be soft. You have to be hard-hearted. You have to harden your heart. So back then, Governor Fubara went ahead to sign a document that was brought up by Wike and Martin Amewele and even Tinubu, And that document was actually a setup for Governor Fubara. It was a setup. It was like Fubara just signed his death penalty, but God saved Governor Fubara. God really saved him. That many people, even the river stakeholders, that's the river's elders, they were calling Governor Fubara. They told him that he shouldn't have signed that document. A lot of concerned Nigerians really expressed concerns over that document that Governor Fubara signed. And in January 2024, Governor Fubara had to back out from that, agreement he had with Mr. President and Nyesom Wike and the Martin Emeweli-led fashion. And that was how everything escalated. That was how the tensions escalated. So up to this moment, they are still battling over party structures. They are still battling over the state structures. They are still battling over who will be the leader in the state. And there is a need for a peaceful atmosphere in Rivers State. For a long time, I don't think Rivers State has ever breathed fresh air because of the Wike and the Fubara clashes here and there. And now it has done to a point whereby even groups are being divided, like the PDP in Rivers. They are divided. One is for Wike and the other one is for Governor Fubara. So the security agencies had advised those party people that they should shove their plans to take over the secretariats, and they called on the national leadership to recognize Fubara as the party's leader in the state and to work with the new leadership at the state, local government and the ward levels. But then, what can we say? Ewo was making a valid reference to Wike, who supported President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the then presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, against his party's presidential standard bearer and the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. But they've appealed to party supporters and faithfuls that they should remain calm, so that tensions will not escalate. And look at what's happening. I mean, the court has already given an order, but the Chukwuemeka Aaron are saying they don't want to obey the court orders. They are the PDP ESCOs in Rivers State, and they will surely remain there. And, we also heard claims that this Chukwuemeka Aaron is said to have defected to the APC. Yes, my country people, we also heard rumors that this Chukwuemeka Aaron is said to have, or wanting to defect to the All Progressive Congress, but he debunked those claims. But then you see that with what they are doing, I don't think they really want to defect. These guys, their aim is just to destroy the PDP. Their aim is just to divide the party, to create tensions, distractions, and so that the party will not progress at the ward level, at the local government level, even at the state level in Rivers State. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.